Today marks the dawn of a new era for women's football. The old FA Women's Premier League is gone, and in its place, the brand new FA Women's National League. And the opening fixture of the Southern Premier Division takes place this afternoon at Chatham Town FC as we bring you coverage of Gillingham Ladies versus Coventry United Ladies right here on CUTV with Liam Cook. Well, let's get you into the team news now here on CUTV. Live coverage of today's FA Women's National League Southern Premier Division match between Gillingham and Coventry United Ladies. Starting off with the Gillingham lineup. So for Gillingham today, number 1, Courtney Shanley. Number 2, Yasmin Poole. Number 3, Venetia Patel, the captain for the Gills. Number 12, Millie Ward. Number 18, Lydia Huntley. 16, Shana Giordani. Number 7, Madison Farrand. Number 4, Ellie Manning. 8, Daisy Monaghan. 22, Grace Seeley. And number 6, Emma Sherwood. Substitutes for the Gills: number 14, Sammy Booker. 15, Kylie Mankelo. Number 19, Breon Grant. And number 25, Harriet Clark. And for the Coventry United Ladies today, number 1, the captain, Sue Wood. Number 2, Jenna McRoberts. Number 3, Chanice Austin. Number 4, Helen Dermody. Number 5, Nikki Miles. 6, Laura McGlone. Number 7, Ellie White. 8, Maz Gauntlet. Number 9, Lois Jeffries. Number 10, Amy Waven. And number 11, Jade Brooke. Substitutes for Coventry United Ladies: number 12, Yasmin Klukis. Number 14, Leah Seaverwright. And number 15, Lucy Stead. Gillingham playing in dark blue and white striped shirts, with Coventry United retaining the red shirts with green shorts and socks. The kit remains the same. It's a very different red and green girls side. A different badge on the side of the shirt, the Premier League logo gone, and the National League logo taking its place. Highly successful ground this for Coventry United. A comprehensive victory last year at Chatham Town FC. Maz scoring a hat-trick that day. Some spectacular goals from Helen Dermody too. The traditional, pretty much ritual of Coventry United taking place now, the team huddle. And it looks like we are set to go here on CUTV. It's going to be Coventry United to kick things off. Lois Jeffries standing over the ball. A number of new faces to keep your eye on today for Coventry United. Favourites have left, new heroes have joined. A new season is set to go. The 2018-19 FA Women's National League Southern Premier Division is go. Coventry United kicking from right to left in the red and green, Gillingham in the white and blue. Ball bounces over Laura McGlone. To the right hand side now with Gillingham's Giordani. Offside early on, given against Daisy Monaghan down the right hand side. free kick for the Red and Green girls. And a first competitive touch for former West Ham defender Chinese Austin. Launches it forward onto the head of a Gillingham defender. Here's Helen Dermody bringing it down. Trying to find Brooke. Giordani's in there. Then looks for options into the centre of defence with Nikki Miles. Switches the play well over to Ellie White. Dragged to the earth, and she tries to come away with the ball. She's held by the Gillingham number 7, Madison Farrand. So free kick Coventry United, about 5 yards into Gillingham territory. He sends it in. She's taken some rather successful free kicks at this venue before. That wasn't one of them. Easily headed away, but Dermody will get a second crack at it. Towards the halfway line with Nikki Miles. Cross to Chinese Austin. Lofted ball at the head of Giordani and out for a Coventry United throw on this near side. Jade Brooke will take. Wavan, Jeffries and McGlone in support. Amy Wavan. Brooke again. Darts past Giordani. Brooke stumbles, she makes her way past Huntley. As for the foul, referee says no as Brooke goes to the ground and Gillingham play it away. A long ball from the back, only picked up by Nikki Miles, wearing number 5 today. Lofts it into the air for Lois Jeffries. And headed away, but only as far as Maz Gauntlet. Wavan keeps it alive after the blocked shot. Nice turn by Jade Brooke. Wavan. Here's Helen Dermody. Thinking about spectacular. Callens off the back of the Gillingham number 4 Manning. So back with United's Jenna McRoberts. And it bounces into the hands of the Gillingham goalkeeper Courtney Shanley. That's around the Gillingham back line with Manning. Switches to play the Giordani on the right hand side. Closed down by Jade Brooke. Tries to flick it on straight into thin air and Brooke will pick it up. Austin strides forward into Gillingham territory. Lofts it through to Lois Jeffries. She lifts it over the goalkeeper, but the flag has been raised and it bounced wide anyway. Jeffries scored the final goal of United's 2017-18 campaign. A last-minute winner at home to Lewis, who now, of course, play in the second division, the new FA Women's Championship. United's application to join that division was unsuccessful in the summer. But this season, the Red and Green girls have said, we're not going to give the FA a choice. We're going to earn our place in the second division. It all begins here against Gillingham. Coventry United beat comfortably last season on both occasions. The Gills have made sizable improvements. United have lost a couple of key players, including Ali Hall and Keely Davis, Steph Smith, Callum Barber. But some real talent brought in as replacements, including Chinese Austin, who was tripped by Giordani, making her way into Gillingham territory. Free kick given, quickly taken. Now it's Jade Brooke cutting in from the left. White wants it on the right hand side, but it's slid through into the penalty area for Wavan. Handball claims, referee says no as Wavan's cross is diverted into touch. It will be a corner kick from the left following Venetia Patel's slide. 5 minutes gone here on CUTV, live from Chatham Town FC in the FA Women's National League Southern Premier Division. Gillingham ladies 0, Coventry United ladies 0, the current score on the opening day of the season. The set piece wizard Helen Dermody steps up for the first time this season. Miles' header is behind her. Gauntlet sends it back in. Ellie White looks to close the ball down in the penalty area. It's shepherded into touch by Giordani, but the Gillingham player was unaware that the ball actually touched a teammate last. United will get the corner again. United crowding out the Gillingham goalkeeper Shanley. Girls move out into position. It's not the best set piece routine. The ball flies over all red and blue shirts. It's picked up on the far side by Lois Jeffries. But she can't keep it within the boundaries of the pitch. As Madison Farron challenges Jeffries, and it's out of play for a Gills throw. Farron, poor pass picked up by Maz Gauntlet. Gauntlet down the right. Lois Jeffries, crossing opportunity. Wavens in the penalty area. Jeffries, challenged well by Poole. Poole clears only as far as Gauntlet. Cannons off Gauntlet's leg. And a slide by Grace Seeley sends it into touch on the far side for a throw. White to the feet of Jeffries. Now White. Gauntlet. Lovely back heel, opens up some space for Lois Jeffries. The slide from Poole. It was Seeley, and it will be a corner on the right flank this time. Dermody sets up, usually so reliable from free kicks and corners. And the referee has blown the whistle. There's a little bit of an altercation between a Gillingham player and United's Nikki Miles. And the referee has called a stop to play immediately as the ball was kicked. They're pushing and shoving from both sides. Shadley across to Manning. Monaghan. Pass cut out down the left by Ellie White. Chips it over to Dermody. Now Jade Brooke. Winner of the CUTV Goal of the Month 3 times last season. Lofts it over to the right of the area. And White's first time cross bounces out of bounds, and that will be a goal kick for Gillingham. Shanley lines up the goal kick. There it goes. Straight into the head of Gauntlet, who's been playing a deeper role this season. So we're playing a midfield role during pre-season, with Lois Jeffries and Amy Waven taking the striking role for their own. As Ellie White stabs it out of play on the far side, around 15 yards into Gillingham territory under a challenge. For up line. By Manning, straight to the United assistant manager Katie Moran. In the United dugouts, that will be a throw to the red and green girls inside their own half. Roberts throw up line, flicked on by Jeffries. Throw in again by the foot of Jeffries. It had been on top so far. Scored a lost one down the right, and again it's another throw in virtually the same place in front of the home dugouts. Ten minutes gone on the opening day of the FA Women's National League Southern Premier Division. Remains scores at Chatham Town FC between Gillingham ladies and Coventry United ladies. There's no doubt the red and green girls have been on top so far. Can they make it count on the score sheets? Jade Brooke evades the challenge from Seeley. A long range ever from Jade Brooke, and a rather comfortable catch from Courtney Shanney. We saw some rather spectacular goals at this venue last year, and another one wouldn't go amiss. We also saw some absolute wonder goals at the Victoria Ground yesterday. The men's first team match against Worcester City. Strikes from Kyle Carey and Ben Valent turning United the share towards a 2-2 draw. And we will be opening the Goal of the Month vote at the end of August. Who will be taking home the very first golden boot of the season. Gillingham have got a throw deep into United territory on the left hand side over the head of Seeley, and McGlone will find Gauntlet up line. Gullet backtracks towards the penalty area to open up some space and lofts it into the centre circle with Amy Wavan. Tries to flick it over the head. Patel challenges well. Pass deflected. Handball claims against Giordani. Referee says no. Patel. Slide challenge by Jade Brooke at the second time of asking. Brings it away from the captain. A slide by Patel, and the referee allows Jones to play on despite Patel making contact with Brooke. Lost it to the right over the head of Ellie White on the far side, and that will be a Gillingham throw halfway into their own half. Gauntlet closes down Manning. Looking to catch Shanley off a line, but it's well held on the goal line by Shanley. Not going to be caught out that time. Clearance is nodded on by Chinese Austin. Brooke charges down the attempted clearance by Monaghan. Picks it down the left. Patel has put it out of play off Amy Wavan. It will be a throw into Gillingham. It's looking good for the Rangoon girls so far. They haven't scored yet. And they're still doing more of the pressing in the opening goings here at CUTV. Seeley's header. Seeley brings it down. Across the left-hand side with Paul. Manning finds Madison Farrand on the left-hand side. As Gillingham look to craft together their first meaningful attack of the game down the left-hand side. Nikki Miles barges Monaghan to the ground. Free kick Gillingham. And the referee has called over Miles. Jay Bradford's player of the season from the 2017-18 campaign. And I believe it's just going to be a ticking off. It is indeed. It's a word of warning from the referee to the United defender playing at centre-back today. It's part of a three-player back line. Free kick sent in from the left-hand side. And Sue Wood gets her first touch on the ball of the season, punching it away from the head of Giordani. Opportunity for Monaghan to strike one. It's Monaghan. A rather tame effort from the Gillingham number 8. Wood with ball in hand rolls it out to Miles. Lob pass to the right. Here's Ellie White. Gauntlet drills it towards the right wing. Wavan will give chase. Beaten to the ball by Ward. All the way back to Shanley. Shanley gets it clear of the penalty area. Sherwood. That's left with Farrand. Giordani calls for it on the right-hand side. Farrand evades the challenge of Roberts. Attempts the pass, charged down by the new Red and Greens midfielder Laura McGlone. Ellie White. Upfield to Wavan on the halfway line, the former Yeovil striker, Maz Gauntlet. Pass was cut out by Ward, back to Shanley, back to Ward. Steps past Wavan. Lofted pass towards Sherwood, offside caused by Chinese Austin. Play will continue as Miles plays it harmlessly back to Sue Wood. Wood wants options. She sends it towards the right-hand side, straight into touch as White can't catch it. 15 minutes gone here on CUTV, remains scoreless. Throw up line by Paul. It's a poor throw. Just too high from the Gillingham player, and now Wavan's been penalised for a bit of pushing and pulling with Grace Seeley. Rather forceful match so far. You know, they're trying to put their print on the game. Rangoon girls trying to implant a bit of aggression into their game, something they lacked last season. poor free kick straight into the head of Miles. Now White. Gauntlet. Trying to pass it back to Miles. Only found Sherwood, who tries to lob Sue Wood. And Wood watches as it bounces off the roof of her net. And it will go out for a goal kick. CUTV commentary this season is sponsored by Current. Building bespoke software to increase sales and improve your business process. Head to current.it for more information. A wayward goal kick from Sue Wood, curls towards the left and into touch. Trying to come from Lydia Huntley. Sherwood to Giordani on the right hand side. Austin charges it down. Ball bounces away from the byline and back to Giordani. Huntley. Sees it back from Monaghan. Tries to switch the play, lofted into the penalty area. Up jumps Sue Wood to catch the lob pass by Ellie Manning. The opening 50 minutes, we haven't seen much in the way of goal-bound efforts. United try to start things slow. So again, the ball bounces out of play from Wood's boots. This time on the right-hand side, away from White for another Gillingham throw. Gauntlet takes out Manning as the ball had already gone. Referee calls Gauntlet over, and we could see the first card of the season. Indeed we are. The book is out. And the referee calls Maz Gauntlet over. And for the late challenge on Ellie Manning, United's Maz Gauntlet will be the first player in the book. Gauntlet trying to sprint away. Referee calls her back and shows the yellow card. Well, we'll get underway once again with this free kick taken by Yasmin Poole. Launched towards that penalty area. Header won by Roberts. White should deal with the follow-up. A pass blocked by Manning. Gauntlet's there to pick up the pieces, and Gauntlet this time is on the receiving end of a foul. And a free kick to the Red and Green Girls on the edge of their own penalty area. It was looking dangerous for United. And one of the Gillingham coaches on this near side is having to act as an assistant referee. The FA have only assigned 2 match officials to this game. The referee and a linesman on the far side. Last year, United actually had to provide 2 linesmen, with coaches Marcus Webber and Sean Green taking the flag on either side of half time. United have now got a throw deep into Gillingham territory on the right hand side. White, heavy first touch from McGlone. It's back to White. Jeffries turns away from Ward. Great turn by Jeffries, still going Norris Jeffries. Patel takes the ball away, takes out the leg of Jeffries. Referee says it's all good. Wavan with a challenge on Monaghan. Gillingham a little lackadaisical there. It's lofted to the left. Dermody brings it down the left-hand side of the penalty area, looking for the cross. Dermody's cross cannons off the leg of Lydia Huntley. Coventry United corner. 20 minutes played, remains scoreless between Gillingham ladies and Coventry United ladies in the FA Women's National League Southern Premier Division. Jenny's ball towards McGlone. It falls to Ellie White. Could she turn and shoot with Shanley off her line? She couldn't get the shot away. We're back to goal. Shanley caught short. The Red and Greens couldn't take advantage. Don't need to send one in again from the left towards that far post, and Patel heads it And for a throw-in on the opposite side. No red shirts in sight. But Patel deciding she had to take action. Brooke plays a 1-2 with Jeffries. Lost it over to the defender. Back to Jeffries. Tries the cross. Cut out easily by Manning. Gillingham striding away down the left-hand side. Gauntlet tries to maintain pace and makes the challenge on Grace Seeley, which allows McGlone to pick it up. Now Helen Dermody. He missed a majority of pre-season with injury. Roberts under hits of Gauntlet, just about found the United attacker. Brooke strides towards the net, taken out with a slide of Patel, and the United free kick in shooting range for Helen Dermody. Well, Dermody is no stranger to set pieces on this ground. She scored a sublime free kick here last year. United's top scorer from the 2017-18 campaign. Looks to kickstart the new season with a goal on opening day. The wall is ready, the keeper is ready, Dermody is ready. Can she find the net? No, she can't. A little too high and wide. Seen better from Dermody. It remains scoreless. Shannon with a low clearance to Manning. Looking for Giordani on the right hand side. Over Giordani and brought down to her by Janice Austin. Dermody holds off Seeley. Austin closed down by two Gillingham players, and they come away with the ball now. Seeley evades McGlone. Finds Paul on the left-hand side, evades the challenge of Ellie White, but can't take it around McGlone. McGlone lords it down the right-hand side. Lois Jeffries trying the challenge on Ward, unsuccessful. Ward clears up line. Intercepted by Helen Dermody. Now White. Ellie White for Coventry United. Jeffries looking for White again. Maybe just out of reach for the young winger. Paul tries to shepherd into touch, unsuccessful. Gets the clearance away and ends that passage of play for Coventry United. And looks to send Gillingham on their way. Sherwood closed out, challenged by Austin. And Austin is caught by the boot of Sherwood. She makes her way towards the halfway line with the ball. Referee says no foul. Austin's still down. And the ball has now been played into touch on the far side of the field. Austin's back on her feet rather tentatively. And the referee is calling over. Is she calling over Austin? I believe the referee could well be booking Janice Austin for dissent. Austin was not happy she didn't receive a free kick following that rather harsh challenge from Sherwood. Certainly left a mark on the United defender. It appears that Austin has said something that the referee doesn't like. Austin continues to plead her case. The referee's got the book out and brings the card out. Yellow card for Janice Austin. Second card of the match, both to Coventry United players. Gauntlet and Austin in the book. As we hit 25 minutes at Chatham Town FC. It's been a slow start to the season. Remains scoreless. The Red Green Girls, certainly the more adventurous of the two teams. They haven't been able to make their possession count. The ball through the centre of the park by Gillingham towards Sherwood. Bounces past the Jill striker and to Sue Wood in goal. Rolls it to Nikki Miles. Strides away from the box looking for an option. Finds Lois Jeffries. Wavan couldn't get to the seconds. Cleared by Patel. Leaping headed by Helen Dermody to keep alive for Coventry United. Here's Wavan. Backs into Patel, who gets a head on it. Challenge from behind by Dermody. Referee says no foul. McGlone takes it around Manning. Slide by Seeley. Good tackle there by the Gillingham midfielder. Throwing on the right-hand side for the Red and Green girls. They're attacking well, attacking as a unit, but Gillingham seem composed and compact at the back. A neat turn by Jeffries into the area, leaping header by Patel. Didn't get anything on the ball. Gillingham trying desperately to clear. They have done now, only as far as the right-hand side of their own penalty area. Giordani keeps it in and will stride away down the right flank. Giordani receives it again from Sherwood. Good progress being made. The ball up line, straight into the head of Miles. Real game of cat and mouse here. Both sides seem equal to whatever the other is doing at the moment. As a cross-field ball bounces over the white line for a Gillingham throw on their left. Manning brings it down. Tries to loft it over the United back line. Does loft it over the United back line, but bounces into the grateful grasp of Sue Wood in the penalty area before Sherwood could get there. Here's Nikki Miles. Miles sticks the laces through that one and it bounces kindly for Lois Jeffries. The United forward plays it down line to Helen Dermody. Who plays it down to Roberts. All the way back to Sue Wood in goal. Clears well, it bounces up the knee of Ellie White. For a throw-in. Just inside Gillingham territory, throw from Paul to Manning. A slide from Gillingham midfielder on Helen Dermody, sends the ball towards Sue Wood, he boots it clear. Bit of a shove in the back on Wavan by Patel. Referee says no foul, it has come back to Dermody. Now Jay Brooke quickly closed down from behind by Giordani, slides in, doesn't make contact with the player or the ball, and Brooke continues, but she's forced away from the goal. She's surrounded by Gillingham players. Needs support here. Brooke trying her best to push on. And United have been given a free kick as Brooke is dragged to the ground. A gutsy run from Jade Brooke. Carried no less than 6 challenges there. She evaded all but one. The one she didn't evade was illegal and the referee has called for a free kick. And it's another chance for Helen Dermody to set her sights on Shanley's net. Maz Gauntlet's there too. It's going to be Gauntlet instead. And Shanley dives down low and brings it under her grasp. Safe hands from Shanley. As we head towards the 30th minute, it remains scoreless. Bit of a barren spelling goal so far. We're certainly spoilt with goals towards the tail end of last season, with matches against the likes of Cardiff City, Gillingham, QPR and Swindon, all teams that struggled towards the end of the season. And a push in the back there by Lauren McGlone. Clear free kick. The push, I believe, on I think it was Seeley who went down. Helen Dermody having a quick word with the referee. I believe it's going to be Farrand to send it in. Gillingham players waiting on the edge of the area. Farrand's ball in. The number 8 goes for a tumble. And the flick on with the head. Played by Giordani. Hoping to find Daisy Monaghan at the far post. A little too high for the Gillingham player to find. Half an hour gone in the FA Women's National League Southern Premier Division, the opening day of the season. It remains Gillingham Ladies 0, Coventry United Ladies 0. Chances have been at a premium so far, and neither goalkeeper's really been tested. Can the Red and Greens change that with a lofted ball by Loris Jeffries? Again, Ellie White caught short on that right wing. Throw ball down by Seeley, challenged well by McGlone, forcefully by McGlone, and the referee has overruled the decision of the linesman who gave the throw initially to Gillingham. The ref has said throw in United, just inside Gillingham territory. Throw up line to Loris Jeffries, handball claims. Hacked down from behind by Manning. Referee says no foul. Again, a rather forceful challenge. No love lost between these two sides. Tanisha Patel, the Gillingham captain, sells a teammate short there, and lucky for Huntley, he can't keep a rather powerful ball towards the right in play. Brooks throw. Jeffries under the challenge of Patel, who forced her down from behind. It's given Gillingham the chance to edge away from their own penalty area. It's straight into the path of Maz Gauntlet, into the vicinity of Loris Jeffries, who curls it wide at the far post. A chance of circumstance for the Red and Green girls. Gauntlet alert, picking up the ball and lofting it into the box for Jeffries to have a crack at it. Jeffries scored the final goal of last season. Would love to kick things off with another strike on the opening day. Shanley's boots straight onto the head of Gauntlet in midfield, but it's headed on by a Gillingham player. Austin. Giordani brought down Brooke. Referee thought about blowing the whistle, but didn't. As Brooke dinks it into the area, a little too far for Waven to chase, and Shanley off a line to catch it. Shanley towards the left-hand side. Handball claims against Manning. Towards Farrand again. Poole. It's behind Farrand. And McGlone plays it all the way back to Seward. First time boot. United lucky not to concede a free kick there. It was a rather forceful bit of play on Monaghan. Slid forward by Dermody to Loris Jeffries. Pass blocked by Maz Gauntlet. Unlucky there for United. That's Paul who launches it towards Sherwood. Sherwood brings it down. Maybe you're thinking about the long range spectacular. Sherwood. And tried to slot it through for Seeley. It was offside anyway. But Seeley wasn't ready for the run. Well, Gillingham haven't really tested Seward in the United net. Although United have had the majority of the possession and the majority of the chances so far, it hasn't been a fluid start the season for the Red and Green girls. Gauntlet. Force back into her own territory and all the way back to Wood in goal. Wood clears for a second time. Seeley wins it in the air. McGlone steps in on Farrand. Tries to find White but intercepted. Paul sent it upfield towards Farrand. Nicky Miles hooks it out of play. Throwing halfway into United territory for Gillingham. A rare opportunity for the Gills, who enjoyed a disappointing season last time out. They're under no threat of relegation thanks to Swindon's pointless season. I mean that in a literal sense, no points gained for Swindon Town. So they were lucky in that sense, Gillingham, but they've got to make sure they are not in a position to be battling for survival this season. As Sherwood was put through on goal, out comes Seward, dives down at the feet of Sherwood and claims the ball before the Gillingham striker can strike one towards the United net. Wood's kick, good feet by Helen Dermody, keeping again, steps away from Giordani. McGlone, now Austin. Austin flicks up the foot of Brooke to Maz Gauntlet. And Gauntlet looking to send Loris Jeffries on her way. She'll have to go from the catch up. She's got the throw. As Huntley, under pressure, had no choice but to end the move by kicking it into touch. Level the penalty area. It's Helen Dermody with the throw. Cleared by Patel. Another 10 yards further down line, it will be another United throw in. 10 minutes until half-time. We'll be going off air at half-time to swap over the batteries on the laptop. So we'll be going off air for around 10 minutes at the half-time whistle. Make sure to look for the new live stream at half-time. Brooks throw to Jeffries. Swing, a wild swing towards the penalty area. Falls to White on the opposite side. Crowded out. She's got the throw though. As Paul and Farron tried to force the young winger out of play. White's throw to Gauntlet. Wathen. Cross charge down, back to Amy Wathen. Dermody. Jeffries the only United player in the box. It was over Dermody's head. Giordano looks to play it away. McGlone wins it in the air. Seeley holds off Jade Brooke. And Brooke was holding Seeley after the whistle had gone. So he didn't please Seeley that one. Referee is not going to take any further action, but it will be a free kick to Gillingham. Score remains Gillingham 0, Coventry United Ladies 0. The referee has called the free kick back a good few yards, I'd say at least 10 yards. The foul wasn't there. Ward with the clearance from the free kick. Straight to the boot of Austin. Sends it only as far as Huntley. Offside against Sherwood, who was free of the United back line with good reason. Not a particularly productive match so far. But we've yet to see a 0-0 in a ladies' match here on CUTV. The only 0-0s we've had, I believe, have been from first team matches, men's first team matches. Brooke finds Wathen on the edge of the penalty area. First time passing to Jeffries. Jeffries falls foul with a flag this time, offside. I don't think Shanley realised that the flag had been raised. She was looking to take a kick out of the hands. Referee averts her attention to the flag. She takes the free kick, receives it back from Monaghan. Across to the left with Poole. Yasmin Poole. Tries to lot it down the left. It goes over the white line for a Coventry United throw, which Ellie White will take. Referee asks White to step back another 5 yards. White's throw up line to Wathen. Chest control from the former Yeovil attacker. Slide from behind on McGlone. Got the job done and finds Sherwood up front. Sherwood down the left. Madison Farron. Cross into the box. Simple catch for Sue Wood. Now Austin sprints away. Finds Jade Broad, but it rolls through the legs of Brooke. Unlucky for the United midfielder. And a throw just about on the halfway line for Gillingham. Taken by Huntley. Huntley's throw. Giordani brings it down. Closed down by Brooke, gets it away to Huntley down line. Looks for an option. Sherwood flicks it on. It deflected off Miles. It's Seeley through on goal, but again overruns it, and Sue Wood picks it up and ends the danger with 5 minutes to go until half-time. It remains Gillingham Ladies 0, Coventry United Ladies 0. CUTV Coventry this season sponsored by Current, building bespoke software to increase sales and improve your business process. Head to current.it for more information. As the ball ends up on the edge of Gillingham's penalty area with Patel. Now back to Shanley. Hasty clearance only as far as Huntley. Dangerous signs for Gillingham. They can't seem to get it clear. McGlone's challenge on Monaghan opens it up for Lois Jeffries. Now Gauntlet. Gillingham stacking everyone back to preserve this clean sheet. Now Ellie White on the right. Held off by Farron. Good strength from the Gillingham number 7, but Roberts picks up the clearance. Now Maz Gauntlet. They're trying to make up for lost yards. Wathen flicks it over her head. Monaghan got there. A stretch by Patel. Can't get anything on the ball. J. Brooke turns and strikes. It's blocked by Huntley. Clearance only as far as the chest of Gauntlet. She's taken out by the slide of a Gillingham player. United will look to continue, but Gauntlet looks hurt. And the referee has in fact belatedly called for the free kick. He didn't signal that he was playing advantage. It appears he was, as Gauntlet remains on the deck after Grace Seeley slid in. And the physio staff called over. Oh, Gauntlet isn't the type of player to stay down without good reason. Hopefully it won't be anything serious and Gauntlet will be able to continue as the teammates gather for an impromptu team talk. Well, the latest score at the moment from the Etihad Stadium in the Premier League. Manchester City beating Huddersfield by 4-1, a double from Sergio Aguero, putting the Premier League champions in front by 4-1. Elsewhere in the Premier League, Burnley losing 3-1 at home to Watford. James Tarkowski scoring for Burnley, but a third-minute goal from Andre Gray, putting the Hornets in front. Troy Deeney and Will Hughes with the next two for Watford. Brighton versus Manchester United kicks off a little bit later. Quick reminder that you can catch highlights of today's match, exclusive highlight of today's match, here on CUTV tomorrow morning with Coventry United TV's best bits. Highlights of every single Coventry United men's first team and ladies first team match will be right here on CUTV within 24 hours of the final whistle. You can even find the highlights of yesterday's game against Worcester online now, so go and have a look at them at half time. You won't regret it. Great match of football. Gauntlet is allowed back onto the field following that brief injury layoff. Helen Dermody sets her sights on the Gillingham net once again. A goalless first half, not something United are used to. Can Dermody put a stop to that? It's Dermody bounces into the area. Gauntlet cleared by Giordani. Out for a corner on the right. Dermody again will be in control of the ball. Nikki Miles strides up for the corner. Roberts and Austin staying back. Gauntlet and Brooke waiting on the edge of the penalty area. Everyone else trying to crowd out the goalkeeper on the line. As Helen Dermody will place the ball, size up her options, and swing it in. Gillingham held off the red and green so far. Can they hold on until half time? They can indeed, but it's a free kick against Coventry United. Red and green's a bit too forceful when trying to win that aerial duel. And a free kick in the penalty area for Gillingham. Normal time is just about over into added minutes. There will be a few added minutes thanks to the injury to Mouse Gauntlet. I'll just stop for at least 2 minutes. And now that United has an opportunity to push for an opening goal before the break. I think Jay Bradford's going to have one or two things to say during her team talk. We'll be talking to Jay following the conclusion of this opening fixture here on CUTV. Don't forget to join us live tomorrow from Derbyshire, Ilkeston Town versus Coventry United, the first team in the Total Motion Midland Football League Premier Division. Austin strides forward unopposed, upfield towards Lois Jeffries, holds off the challenger Patel, tries to nutmeg Monaghan, it doesn't work out. Seeley steps over the ball, and now it's with Maz Gauntlet. Gauntlet lobs it down the right, White's onside despite appeals from Gillingham defenders. Ellie White looking for an option. Waven's shot deflected. Shanley just able to keep it in. Well, it's not been a lack of creativity from Coventry United. It's simply been that Gillingham have dealt with everything thrown at them. Trent looks to continue towards the half-time whistle. Sherwood brings it down. Back heels it past Roberts. The ball will be kept in by Seward thanks to a wayward ball down the left from Madison Farrand. And that's the end of the first chapter of the FA Women's National League Southern Premier Division. Unfortunately, not the most entertaining of chapters. It's a scoreless draw at half-time here on CUTV. Half-time score, Gillingham Ladies 0, Coventry United Ladies 0. CUTV signing off for the next 10 minutes. Look for the live stream after the break. And if you are enjoying today's coverage, hit the like button below, leave a comment with your feedback, subscribe to CUTV on YouTube for more exclusive content, and we're on Twitter at Coventry United TV. Liam Cook signing off for 10 minutes on CUTV.